Happy Saturday. Yeah, you gotta love the squeaky floor. Hi guys, everybody's here. Come here, come on up. Are you hungry? There you go. Hi. Hello. Hello. Good boy. Marty, you not gonna come eat some dry chow? I do believe him to be feeling well. He'll get to moving in a minute. I guess he's just pretty comfortable. And probably ate some in the house already. It's not horrible humid. It's like a 30% chance of a shower this afternoon. I don't think rain is going to impact us today. Better chance on Monday. And Don will be installing the dryer and has a list of a few other things to do. But the main thing is the dryer. Well, I'm quite pleased. The braided hibiscus that I was worried about is putting out leaves, had several flowers, more flowers I can see on the way, and generally looking good. So I'm not going to lose it this summer, and maybe it'll come back enough I won't lose it this winter either. But I've had my first hibiscus blossom in the yard, so that's nice.
Well, Marianne has mostly cleaned off the top of everything, so it's going to be easier for me to pull the dryer out. I'm fixing to take the old one out and measure how high it really is, and then go really see, because a half an inch makes all the difference in the world. And the thing said it was like 1 inch taller or something, and I might be able to make it work without modifying the platform. That fascia part comes off, and the little thing that all comes off. So but the platform, if I remember right, is one piece. The structure is one piece. It's two different heights. We'll find out. I'll make a video this time documenting exactly how that structure works. And also the hose, the dryer hose is in that the pedestal. So that gives the dryer hose room to snake around without putting really tight kinks in it. And that's on the list today too, is to clean out the dryer vent. It's probably been, I'm embarrassed, it's probably been 5 years since I've cleaned out the dryer vent, but I have certainly cleaned it out several times in the past. Pretty much every time I've had the dryer or the washer out and where I could get to it, I've cleaned out the vent. Okay, so I took the fascia off, and it is two pieces. I could not remember how we did that. And if you see that hole right there and that hole right there, that's for a handle that I'm fixing to go out to the garage to get, and that allows you to grab the platform and pull it forward. I have one of those yellow plastic playground handles that's what that's for. And if you notice the strap is wrapped around the back feet of the dryer, and you can see it's a good inch off the thing. So I think we're going to be fine if I lower the new dryer, put the feet all the way to the very top, because this one's an inch taller than it really needed to be. Now, the reason I think I did that was because of the whole thing with the strap. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put a little piece of wood at the very back to stop the dryer from going back and falling off the back of the platform, because the platform's like 6 inches, 8 inches away from the wall because of the fact that the dryer vent is there. So it has to, the dryer vent's like 4 inches in diameter. So there had to be clearance for that. So the platform does not go all the way to the wall. And I think at one time I pushed it too far and it fell off the back, and so I said, well, I got to stop that from happening. So I just did this little strap arrangement. Plus, you can pull on the straps and pull the dryer forward, because that particle board is all the way front to back. Anyway, I'm getting encouraged that it's not going to be too big of a job. Okay, so now you can see that black strap that kept the feet from going too far back and having the dryer fall off the back edge back there. And there's the dryer vent. And you can see, it probably has a little bit too much of a curve in it there. I didn't remember exactly that. That was my light, so I can see down there better now. I unplugged it, and this little blue thing here dangling is the Shelly control. So the good thing is I don't have to tear apart the whole face of the dryer to get my Shelly out. And the reason it's dangling like that is because it's Wi-Fi, and the cabinet of this thing is metal. So if I would have put the Shelly puck inside, the Wi-Fi signal probably wouldn't have worked. So it's been very reliable. I think we've been using it easily over 2 years. Anyway, things are progressing. I'm fixing to slide the dryer out the rest of the way.
Well, Donnie handled it out. That was more fun than we had hoped.
Right,
but not horrible. Not horrible. We've moved worse.
Yeah, the only thing that was a little problematic was having to move the curio cabinet.
Yeah.
But if you don't have these great big furniture pads, you need to go to Amazon and get them. I don't know. I think I got 4 of them for like $10.
Or you can go to Guardian Angel. They get donated all the time. One-time use for some people, and then they get rid of them. Yeah, Michelle's got upset now.
These big ones, though, are really good for...
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Don tilted it. I slid it under, and we did have to take off both doors.
Yes. So I have the Ego blower stuck in the vent, blowing air out. And I've got my vent cleaning brush stuck up in there. It's pretty far. This should be actually the last section. I figured I better make a video so you can see what it does. If you don't have one of these vent cleaners, it's also good for cleaning out stuck drain pipes. I recommend you get them. They're relatively cheap. I think I've got like $25 in this whole setup here. So I'm going to add another extension to it. I've got 2 more extensions after this one. So I think by then I'll hit the end of the pipe. So I decided to, instead of blowing it off of the plants and everything, I took a first pass at vacuuming, and that's how much lint I vacuumed up. I still blew some, but that's probably at least 3/4 of the lint that I got out of the thing, and the other quarter I blew. I think that's pretty impressive. I'd say there was at least build up of 3/8 of an inch on the inside of the pipe. So that was probably 3/4 of an inch restriction total overall. So instead of having a 4-inch diameter pipe, had a 3 1/4 inch diameter pipe effectively. And I guess you can call your homeowners, whoever has your homeowners insurance, and ask them what their opinion is on dryer vent fires. I'm sure they have one.
Well, Don is getting the cardboard off and getting ready to bring it in the house. The instructions were to lay it on its side to put these feet on it, and isn't that fun? I've been cleaning. You know how it is. You move stuff, you clean stuff.
Yeah, actually the instructions were to lay it on its back and put the feet on.
Yeah, I said side. Oh, well, it is technically over on its side, but I understand which side matters in this case, and it's the back side.
That's correct.
So I wasn't quite specific enough, yes. That's lucky.
Yeah.
We don't have to switch sides. Well, normally the dryer's on the right and the washer's on the left, and our room is set up so that works for us.
That's fine.
But when you moved it over here, you had to move the washer door on my machine?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But the one we bought, the door came right, was correct. So
okay.
It wasn't a problem.
Good. We want no problems. No problems is good.
Right. I guess I should technically measure. I have my tape measure somewhere.
Well, I can definitely tell I'm going to have to water a few things tomorrow. There is a little bit of a breeze, but there's not a lot of a breeze. And I did see my pretty wind spinner move one time today. We see it every time we go into our bedroom. It's in a good spot, but it's not going right now. I was hoping I could show it to you, not to mention the fact that the AC is running, so it's kind of loud. Robot got 2026.14.6.6 or FSD 14.3.3 last night. So Robot is now on the same release as Case is. Hey Grok, navigate me to Harris Teeter on Broad Street. I have to go turn it on. Oh, where was that? Where was it? Let's just type Grok. Thank God they added the search bar. Say hey Grok is now enabled. And just to be, hopefully the kitties aren't going to come up behind me. But just to be kind to Don so that he doesn't have trouble the next time he gets in. Let's go. Enabled it for him too. Because he wants it. I will put it back to me because Lord knows I can't stand being hunched down that far. It's a personal preference. Okay. No kitties. No kitties. They went up on the boardwalk. Hey, Grok. Navigate me to Harris Teeter on Broad Street.
Navigating to Harris Teeter on East Broad Street in Fuquay, Varina. It's about 3.9 miles away. 11 minutes.
Alrighty. I'm not used to backing up out of the garage. Because Ruby doesn't do this and I'm not normally driving Robot. But it's good. I mean, I do start from start from park. Wow, he is. We are turned just a little bit more than expected. Oh, we got through the door fine. Okay.
Good soft start. Glad we made it through the door okay. Staying on...
You and me both, Grok. Goodbye for now. I am looking to make sure Amazon is not here. They've been here one time today, but there's one thing that didn't show up that they said they're still bringing. So I need to make sure we don't run into each other on the driveway. Phew! Alright, for some reason we have no air. Let me get the AC on and burn it up. And on auto. Much better. I can feel the cool starting. Does it say cooling down like it's... Yeah, it does. It says cooling down like it says he's warming up. Just to let you know to chill your jets for a minute. I'm working on it. So, we came into Harris Teeter from Kohl's yesterday, and Case did fine then. Left the, did fine as far as getting into Harris Teeter. We had issues leaving Kohl's, but did fine getting into Harris Teeter, and then had an issue going between Harris Teeter and Walmart, which is actually something that we do a lot. Now, I'm not going into Walmart today, but I was going to go into, I was going to call PetSmart and see if they had any mealworms, which the bluebirds love. And if they did, I was going to go get some mealworms. So I'll probably navigate, and I forgot, but it's not school time. I forgot to tell it to go through the neighborhood. I want navigation preferences. Yeah, I'm going to go navigate to Walmart, even though I want to go to PetSmart. And I'm going to test it, whether I go into PetSmart or not. But I figure asking if they have mealworms is good before I park and walk in. The I've said the washer a couple times. If I did, it's really the dryer. It's definitely the dryer. And anyway, Don is reading the instructions, taking a breather. It's in the house, and he's got to hook up he's got to put the plug on it, the cable back on the new one from the old. He took it off the old one. He's got to hook up the vent pipe. He's got to figure out attach the vent to the new. He's not ready to put it, and he's going to put a hole in one more side of that treated lumber base. That would have made getting the dryer out for servicing the dryer vent easier. Yeah, we're clear in both directions. Do not know what that wire is there, but okay. You know, he's going to put another handhold on the base. That won't hurt it structurally, but which will help him to get it in and out better. And I heard him say on his video that he thought it had been 10 years since we did the dryer, and I'm going to say I don't think it's been that long. I do think it's been 4 or 5 years. Not meaning to correct him. I don't think he didn't do the dryer vent that long. We were going to do it for a bit now, but you know, time gets away from both of us. Judging time is just not trivial sometimes, and I have a green arrow and I'm not stopping, which is great. So right, Meow Cat Cafe, I just have to share because it was upsetting. They got a lot of bad reviews today, and I don't know if it was Facebook, Yelp, or Google, but apparently people show up on the weekend and they want to go in and sit with the cats. And it's all over their webpage that reservations are suggested because they will not go over, I think it's 10 people back there with the kitties at one time for the safety and trying to keep the stress down for the cats. And, you know, they just won't do that. They've never broken that rule. They've not broken that rule one time. It's a rule for a good reason, and it's advertised. But every once in a while they get somebody that shows up that I guess didn't read and then feels entitled to go in regardless of the policy for whatever reason. They have to turn them away nicely, but sorry, that's our policy. And people don't like being told no, and a lot of people act entitled, and they've had people get really nasty with the young kids that work there. You know, usually one of the owners is in there, either the husband or the wife. You know, there's a older adult in there too, but we've got, you know, young 20-somethings a lot often behind the counter, or kids out for some, you know, summer they're more busy, so they have some summer help, and people just feel like it's totally okay to go off on them for just saying, no, I'm sorry, I can't, for the safety of the cats, I can't let you in there today. So somebody organized a let's go out, and a small business that is trying very hard to help homeless pets and adoptions, and they've just opened up actually a rescue where they're going down into, I forget what county, Sampson. It's not Harnett right below us, but one more county farther, I think, and pulling cats out of a shelter that does sometimes euthanize the cats, adoptable cats. And, you know, so they're really trying to you know, not to help. They're really trying to do the good stuff, and it just sucks that, you know, because everyone around town knows them and their policy and the good that they do. You know, I'm sure a few local people have been turned off too, but that's just, you know, that's just life. Just like Guardian Angel has people misunderstand their mission sometimes. And so anyway, that was upsetting today. That was all over Facebook that happened to them, and that's just lousy. They're just you know, family-owned business, and reviews really go talk to them in person. You know, well, I don't like this whole review system anyway. People beg for reviews sometimes, and that's not fun, and then bad reviews get left that aren't fair, and sometimes people give glossy reviews for friends and families, businesses, or local businesses that might, I don't, you know, you just, yes, it's nice to know what people are saying, but it's also like maybe just go and have your own experience, or somewhere in between, I guess. You know, if I go someplace and they are all negative reviews, then yeah, that's one thing. But I mean, I usually don't look. I'm not a big use the review system, and I do try when I have a good experience to, you know, a particularly good experience, to go leave a good review. And I've reviewed Right Meow before. Here comes the Rivian Amazon van. I'm sure I've reviewed them before, so really don't, you know, need to go give a new, I don't know what the time limit is on give a review, but, well, he ran the red light there. I'm glad he was safe, the motorcycle guy. I wasn't paying attention, but I guess he could tell the traffic was still stopped, but I don't know. It is Main Street, and there are a whole lot of people out here today. So I'm just going back to get some more porterhouse steaks. Don and I had the best hot dogs for lunch today. I was going to make them for dinner, and I had a plan, and then I said, well, I think instead of making bacon and eggs, I'm going to do hot dogs for lunch and then go get some steaks for dinner. So that's what I did, or am in the process of doing. But my whole point with the dryer is I helped Don get it back in the house, and that's what he needed me for at the door. I did a little bit of a lift on the step, just enough that he was able to jerk it up the step on his own with the hand truck. I don't know how people live on you know, if you're getting married and you're establishing your own home, put a hand truck on the wish list, because the number of times that a hand truck has been useful for us, and not just with my plants, but with all this, you know, other stuff, has just been, we use it all the time. They do have some really cool ones now, if you can afford it, that collapse and can be used as a cart as well as a hand truck. And those, I don't know if they're truly better or a gimmick, but you might look at, you know, if it takes up a little less space, that might be a good thing, because the hand truck, you know, ours takes up the space it takes, and we got room for it under the house, but still. You know me, I am going to park down here on the end and walk up to Harris Teeter to try to avoid the parking mess on the other side. I started to look for the turn signal button because Case has the turn signal buttons. Well, you know, with the gear selection, the turn signal, the windshield wipers, there's just a few things that are not the same on every Tesla. But I thought I missed a grate, and I didn't quite miss it. My goodness, we don't have summer tires on Robot. I don't want any part of the summer tires after our last experience. Although, they didn't cause us too much trouble, but I worried every time that I was going to. So parking is why I disengaged that time. I worried all the time that I was going to mess up the wheels. And I see a pretty red satin kind of a wrap over there on a Model 3. We'll have to check it out as we walk past. I don't know what else I was saying. I'm tired. You know, Don's doing all of the heavy lifting today. You know, the techie, important Dawn skill stuff, but there was a lot of extra cleaning, and I went through 2 Ryobi shop vac batteries behind the dryer and under the washing machine and around the hallway, the laundry room hallway edges, and then I got serious in the kitchen while he had it in the house just to do a little extra today. And phew, oh no. They damaged the front of their car. The plastic down on the front got crunchy. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, I like this satin wrap well enough. Yeah, I'd say there's a little mud flap thing down there in the front, and that's what they hit. I don't know, me, I would have had to have pulled over and inspected the damage. Nice. I'm not digging the loud, obnoxious music. It was really the bass that's bothering me in the parking lot. I mean, I can go put on something loud too. Hey, Grok. Hey, Grok. I'm being ignored. Maybe I gotta put the pin in. Hey, Grok. So I have to enter pin to drive before I can talk to you?
No, you can talk to me anytime by pressing the mic button on the right side of the steering wheel. Pin to drive is just for shifting into gear and actually driving. It's a safety feature you enable in controls/safety.
All right, well, I just did a little test in the car, and that didn't seem to happen, but I'll try it again before I go questioning it further. I got it. So, are you able to call PetSmart for me?
Sorry, I can't make phone calls directly. You can use the car's phone app or ask me to look up the number for a PetSmart nearby.
Okay, can you look up for the Fuquay PetSmart phone number, please?
The PetSmart in Fuquay, Verina is at 991 East Broad Street. Phone number 919-762-3211. It's just about half a mile from you right now.
Thanks, Grok. Goodbye. Hopefully in the future that'll work when your phone's hooked up to the car. Certainly after I've put in my pin to drive, I've got my phone key with me. That would be nice if he could send a command to the car to call that number or whatever. Because, you know, you can tell the car to text, I guess, or call. Anyway, that would be a nice feature. I put in the number. I'm going to call him now. Ask them if they have mealworms.
Thank you for calling your neighborhood PetSmart, where we'll do anything for pets.
The answer was yes. Now, remember, I've got in Walmart. Driving with no destination, huh? How did that happen? Hey, Grok. Navigate to Walmart Supercenter.
Navigating to Walmart Supercenter on East Broad Street in Fuquay, Verina. It's just 0.4 miles away, about 4 minutes.
I tried to hit the goodbye, Grok. I tried to hit the turn signal on the steering wheel buttons again. I guess I must really like the buttons and not the stock. I don't know. I haven't even driven. I drove Ruby with regular turn signal. I don't know. I guess I just expect if I'm... Oh, thank you so much for cleaning the windshield. It was so dirty. I appreciate it. Little sarcasm. Anyway, I don't know what I did to cause navigation to disappear to Walmart, because it was when I got in the car and I checked, it was there, and then it went away. It went away later on. So I don't know what I did. Maybe I did something. I don't know. Anyway, it's back now. I was able to override. It was the car, since it had no... There was a message that popped up, which I don't know if I captured or not. So we're trying to see if we get in the right turn lane here or we go straight. See, this is what Don and I expected last night when we were in Case, to go straight here and then turn right into Walmart. But, you know, we turned right and then we wouldn't turn into the automotive thing, even though it's a valid turn and there's even a turn lane there. And it was going to go down to one of the apartment condo things up the street and do a U-turn in there and come back. And it was just basically a mess, but I'm not having that problem today. So that's good at least. But I was able, the car with no navigation put up that message and then was going to turn right. And I put on the left turn signal because I wanted to go out that way and because there were people to the right that were crossing the street. And Robot accepted the change with the turn signal, which I think is the right thing. And also I think I've seen, you know, people navigate and do that when they don't have a destination. The car is a little more receptive to receiving where you want to go. But anyway, PetSmart has mealworms, so I am headed over there. I am going to go inside and get mealworms. We have a special mealworm feeder. I will have to figure out exactly how I'm going to handle that. Maybe take down the Mandevilla vine and put it there. I don't know. Now it would be better for me if I took off the turn signal and I took over. And I'm going to say parking. Because really my taking over was because I want to park near PetSmart and I didn't exactly navigate to PetSmart. It might have brought me in over here if I had navigated to PetSmart, but anyway. I'm just going to park down. Here's a Model X. I grabbed Robot because got the update this morning, last night, put it on this morning. And then so the Model X was a P90D, and I'm guessing it had the silver seats in it too. That's like the original silver color. I've seen a Model S like that before in person. The guy was trying to sell it, and I actually really liked the combo. It was pretty. Getting in and out of any car but Ruby is really interesting. I say that the door on the Model Y is actually a farther reach than the door on the Cybertruck. Not to mention the fact that the Cybertruck pops the door where you can just kind of grab it versus having to... I don't hate the handles on the Y. I'm just simply saying that, like most other car door handles, when your hands are full, it's hard to get in the car. But the Cybertruck is easier, and Ruby is way easier. Hey, Grok, navigate me home. So that's the second time now. I'm going to put my foot on the brake, and it's popping up pin to drive. But you know what? I'm not going to put in the pin, and I'm going to long press. Hey, Grok. Can you navigate me home, please? So Tesla.
Sure, navigate.
Thank you. Can you send feedback to Tesla for me?
I can't send feedback directly for you, but you can use voice commands like bug report, followed by your thoughts, or go to ts.la/feedback and log in. Tesla also has a support line at 877-792-375.
Goodbye. Bug report. If you don't enter pin to drive, you can't use the Hey Grok command until you do.
Yeah, I do. What's up?
You popped up because I tried to send a bug report. Let me try that one more time. Bug report. You cannot say, hey, you know who, Grok, without entering in pin to drive, even though you can long press the mic and talk to Grok even when pin to drive isn't entered. Please fix ASAP. All right. I guess I'm going to go home now, and I think that's the way I want to go out of the parking lot. That's Main Street. Where am I? I want to go this way. East Broad, the other direction. I think this is where I am. This is just fantastic. I told you, trying to pick the alternate route. This is Walmart. This is Home Depot. So I'm going out past Home Depot, up Ennis or Ennis Street. I guess it's Ennis Street and then home. Okay, that looks good. In my opinion, picking the alternate route can be really complicated, even when you're super familiar with your own town and the streets and stuff. It's just, and I don't have any ideas of how they can make it better. I'm just telling you, for me, it's harder than I want it to be. I am having trouble picking the alternate route. It's not always obvious. Even when it's left versus right, it's not obvious to me. So as you would expect, the people coming in have the right of way here. And also in this case, the people going out, Walmart has changed the entrance over there a little bit. I'm good with it. I'm just commenting that we were waiting there. Usually the traffic free flows entering and exiting shopping centers, and that's the case with that particular entrance back there. Go. I put my foot on the accelerator because we did that little stop start thing, and I knew it was safe to go. I never touched the wheel though. I knew it was safe to go if the car just wouldn't stop in the middle of the road. But first off, that problem was caused by the car being forced to stop at the actual stop sign instead of at where you can see. And secondly, you know, the car doesn't always restop again, which is legal, but then can't see the full way, so has to keep looking. And that was purely caused by that back there. That behavior that I don't know any Tesla driver that's happy about it. Yes, stop for the stop sign and the red light. No, don't stop for the stop sign all the way. Don't stop so far back you can't really see. I didn't say you need to be in the middle of the street, but don't stop so far back you can't see either. There's a compromise here, people. There's a compromise. Yeah, figures. I got out at the mailbox, so that meant that I stopped. It did not. It doesn't want me to go home. It's not letting me re-engage FSD to go to the house, which is kind of a bummer because I put my foot on the brake and then now I can go, I guess. There wasn't any mail anyway, but I stopped because I didn't want Don to have to come down. Can I start self-driving now? Nope. It will not let me do self-driving to the house. I don't know why. Okay, Mr. Squirrel, time to get off the driveway. I'm going plenty slow, give you a chance to move out of the way, bud. Okay, the problem was I didn't put my seatbelt back on, and FSD won't engage without your seatbelt, so I messed up that test. Next time. Be happy? Are we happy?
I think we're going to be lucky. Like I said, I cranked those. I mean, they're 1/8 of an inch off the higher than the bottom of it. So there's very little space between the bottom of the dryer and the platform.
Right.
But I think what saved us is this roundness right here.
Right.
The other one was wasn't perfectly 90 degrees, but it was not beveled like that at all. So anyway,
if it fits a little, it should fit the whole way.
Well, that's the theory.
Yeah, let's hope Yay!
That's all. So now, this is where I got into trouble. Why I have that backstop is, see, this is what happened. I didn't push it off the back, but with the platform all the way forward on purpose, so that I could catch the feet on there before it hits this, right?
Yeah.
And then I can straighten it up and push it parallel, which is what I just did. I have to pull the platform forward, but now I got to push the platform back. I cut a handle in it now, so I can grab it and manipulate it a little easier. But I think we're home free. And then to get the dryer out, I had that strap last time wrapped around the legs because they were up like 1 inch. Well, I don't have 1 inch now, so I thought ahead of time a little bit. I thought ahead of time, and I put a handle.
Look at you. Aren't you smart?
Yeah, I had one of these up there, and so and there was a screw in a hole, and I said, "Oh, that looks like it'll work just fine." So I did that. So yeah, I mean, you can't even see it.
Way cool. That's pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
Yes, here, let me do this.
Yeah.
A happy husband is a husband whose ego is well stroked.
Right. Stroke my ego. That's right. Well, it ain't done yet. But you know, I got to push it back.
Yeah.
And
finessing it. Well, I'm installing the app.
Yeah. Well, I'm plugging it in.
Aren't you glad that I'm installing it for you?
Oh,
Dodd doesn't like apps on his phone. He can't see. And
can't do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully you can share the dryer with other people, and you can sign in as you.
Oh, no, there's only one person who ever uses the dryer. It's not a family appliance or anything.
Well, we'll find out in a minute how friendly it is, because like Ring is really friendly for multiple people within the family and multiple families. Ring is a good the app, it works, and the sharing is. But like Smart Life and some other things, I don't know. I think a lot of them, it's just one of us sets it up and the other person signs in with the other person's credentials, because we're happily married and we can share a password.
You want the QR code, OCR, whatever that is?
Okay, well, if it tells me to come and scan it, now I know where it is. Yes, let me go do that.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so there it is. It's installed. It's got not only does it have a light in it, I said it's an LED light. Ooh.
It's actually a little darker because it's not white.
Yeah, that might be true.
It's the
Stainless.
stainless.
So my app girl,
Hi.
she's going to do the app.
I am adding an appliance. C. To get started, we need your phone number for the purpose of further communication.
They're going to spam me.
Oh, God. Well, I'm putting in my phone number, lucky for you. So, but I thought it was going to have me scan the QR code, and it already made me sign in with my Google ID, or allowed me to sign in with my Google ID. Allow while using the app, whatever it is it wants. Okay. Yep, I'm in Fuquay Arena. Do I have to give you my address? Okay.
Well,
you're right. It's going to spam me.
Well, better you than me.
Sure. Here's what to expect. Identify your appliance type. Connect the appliance to the Whirlpool app. Connect appliance to the Wi-Fi and internet. Start adding my appliance. Okay. Searching for nearby appliances.
Timed out, maybe?
I don't know. And then we didn't find any.
There it is.
Powered on.
Yeah.
Press start to confirm or cycle. Well, let's press start. I said that's this button, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yes, press start. No. Oh, that's really...
That's Ring in the other room. We couldn't...
Download the Whirlpool app and press start when ready. Okay, press any other key to set up Wi-Fi.
Okay, well, maybe we got to do this first, and let's come back to the app in a minute. Download, I got the app, and press start when ready. Well, where's...
The start is this button.
Okay, but it has start in quotes. I'm like...
Okay.
Okay, I've got the app.
Well, maybe that's his bright... Here, where's my light? How many people does it take to install an app? Does that help?
Frustrated. Hold to start. Hold.
Hold. Oh, not another one of those.
Well, it doesn't feel like it does anything.
Well,
press start when I don't know. Please. That was making my phone go dull, and you didn't know that. I couldn't see.
No problem, sweetie.
Start adding my appliance. Press start. We didn't find it. Okay, it's a freaking dryer. You're making me mad now. It looks like this one. This is the interface to see on your appliance. Yes. Turn on your appliance. It's on. Follow the step below to enable Bluetooth on your appliance. Turn on your appliance. Remote start. It didn't say remote start. It said start.
Okay, press any other key. Okay.
Connect to Bluetooth. Make sure your phone is on. Connected to your home's 2.4 gigahertz.
Yeah.
We couldn't find any nearby appliance. Add the freaking thing manually. You're making me mad now. It's a dryer. It looks like this one. Yes, continue.
So he wants you to push the button at the top.
It wants this, which is the power button.
Soft reset.
I don't know. It didn't. I was supposed to push it, but not hold
Restarting.
it. It's restarting.
Okay. So you.
Well, this thing has already made me ill.
Well, it has cute.
I set up my Ring cameras now in 15 seconds, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's thanking you for purchasing. Download the app and press start when ready. I don't see anything other than that button.
Well, let me try to make sure I'm on.
Well, it has remote start.
I know it does. What Wi-Fi do I need to be on? You want me on Smart Home 504 or Photobomb?
The one that's got the padlock next to it. Photobomb.
Okay. So I am now on a 2.4 gigahertz network.
All right. Yeah, we
connect to Bluetooth. Searching for your appliance. Bluetooth is turned on. We couldn't find your appliance. Okay, fine.
Well,
add it manually.
Are you sure that it's got Bluetooth? Not all. It's a dryer.
I know it's a dryer, but it keeps on making me come back and pick it. Does it look like this dryer? Well, pretty much. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't look like the other ones.
Doesn't look like the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay, follow the steps below to enable it. Press the power button here. Says welcome.
Yeah.
Follow the steps below to enable Bluetooth on your appliance.
Okay. On your appliance.
Okay, I
what
did
steps
that.
below?
Press remote. It implies it wants you to press that and then this. I'm pressing start and then remote start. Well, now it powered off. So we're going to power it on. And then we're going to press remote start.
Maybe hold it a little.
3 seconds for Wi-Fi, it says in the bottom of the button. But that didn't actually act like it did that. Connect to Bluetooth.
And we'll be back later.
Well, I tried Dawn's phone. We did it about 3 times on Dawn's phone and it didn't work either. We realized that these are not tactile buttons and you can't hold it very long. Like if your finger touches it, it's touched. Yeah. Like there's no press and hold, no whatever. So we did it one more time on my phone.
Yeah.
And it worked that time. Well, I guess we did it twice. Right. We had it. It didn't pair right the first time, but the second time it did or something. So anyway, it's paired now.
Yes. The thing is, a lot of these buttons say hold 3 seconds for that. This one, you have to hold the start button to 3 seconds to start. It's not an instant. You can turn it on just by touching it.
Right.
And you can pick things just
but you can't start unless you hold it. We'll show them the countdown. 2, 1. It's a pain in the tuchus. And then half the time you walk away and it doesn't actually, the other side. Yeah, half the time it doesn't actually run. We have to watch it start, the drum start to move. It just does this little shake, shimmy thing. So it's putting on a software update, of course. Now look, all I got to say is, people and corporations, it's a QR code if you want people to set it up in an app. I'm not supposed to have to tell you it's a dryer. I am not supposed to have to tell you which of 4 different, what does it look like? And then it's the picture's not accurate, but you sort of are guessing. Yeah. That is not my responsibility, application builder people.
All I did is buy your dryer.
And it came with the freaking QR code, except it says, where's it?
Factory use only.
It's factory use only is what it says. So it has a QR code. It looks so promising.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aren't you glad I didn't leave you to do that by yourself? Yes, and I took that for the team.
Yes, it's going to cost you a cold one here in a little while.
You got it.
I got to clean up my mess, though. I got
it looks like it's done with the software update now.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're both signed into the app. I haven't found out if we can share yet or not, but yeah, that was not a good experience for hooking it up to the Wi-Fi at all. Whirlpool, yeah, that was not a good experience.
At least the stickers come off.
Perseverance, though. Perseverance. Yeah, well, that's good. Well, the other dryer had a sticker on. I forget where that turkey sticker came from. When me or one of the kids stuck it up there 20 years ago.
You're not done yet.
I'm not.
Set it up with the A. We got to make it turn on at 1.
Okay, but I'm going back to my comfy spot.
Yeah, go back to your comfy spot.
Well, I think we have to add the whirlpool skill.
Yes, you got to. But that's not my skill. That's your skill.
I'm happy to go figure it out for us, considering you did all the
doors back.
I know you got stuff to do, Donnie. I'm happy to figure that out for us and take that. Yes.
Take one for the team.
Yes. I want to add the whirlpool skill.
Here's what I found.
Okay, did you add the skill? Add the whirlpool skill.
Here's what I found.
Did you add my skill? Please save me. Well, I've been fooling with everything for about 15 minutes, maybe even more. I was able to invite Dawn to the dryer. And I totally bombed out with Alexa and the Whirlpool app. So I'm trying Google Home now. And I was going to do that on Don's device because it's an Android phone. And he, as an invited member to the dryer, cannot add home automations. That is a restricted skill. So now I'm back over on my phone trying to do it. And I never used the Google Home app. And apparently I had to update it. And I'm not having any luck and I'm not having any fun yet. I'm trying to find the card to add the Whirlpool stuff. And anyway, I'm going to keep trying. It tried to do the link over on Don's phone. And what happened was he signed in with Google like I am, but it wanted him to put in his user ID and password for the app or something. I don't know. It wouldn't take the Google login thing. It was weird. You're all cleaned up, and the good news is Google is able to start and stop the dryer. Then we have an automation set up to test that we want to run at 1:30 a.m., but we're going to run it at 12:03 tonight while we're still awake to see if it does what it should. And we understand the remote start on and off toggle now on the actual machine, which allows Google or theoretically A to do it. And I don't know if A was having a momentary glitch with the Whirlpool skill or a long-term glitch with the skill or whatever, but this will just be... We could always try it again later, but it's working in Google, so...
Yeah.
And I figured it out, so I'm just gonna quit winners. Because that
was... What was the thing about the Google ID? What was that thing?
Oh, so we signed into the Whirlpool app with our Google credentials.
Yeah, use Google.
And when we went to link it up, both Google and A only allow you to log in with a user ID and password. And so I asked Grok, what in the world was I supposed to do to fix that? And he said, good news, you don't have to delete the app, reinstall it, and rehook up your dryer. You just need to sign in with your email. And then when it prompts you for the password, say you forgot password. And then like on the next screen, it allows you to either request a password or add a password. So it knows this could have happened to people. And so I added a password. And then I suppose now I can sign in with my Google credentials or with my Whirlpool user ID and password.
Sure.
But I was able to go back and just add the password for my email too. So, there's basically 3 credentials for logging in.
Sure.
And then I was able to link up Google Home. But that was just one more little twist in it. I've been working on it for an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of cruel. I got signed in.
Right.
I can, and then, I don't know if I said on camera or not, but I tried to go to Don's phone to do stuff, but because he's a household member and not the owner of the dryer, he's not allowed to set up automations.
Aww.
So, then I had to go refresh the app on my phone and go through a whole bunch of other gyrations because I own A and Don owns Google.
That's right. That's
just the way it is. I mean, that's fair, right? I mean, but because Don has a Google phone, I have to live in a Google world all the time. I perfectly capable, right? Perfectly capable of doing it. I just don't want to have to do it.
Right. The other thing that you set up the dryer not with Wi-Fi, but with Bluetooth. It connects to your phone.
Yeah.
Via Bluetooth.
Yeah.
And then it very similar to most Bluetooth things. And then once you connect with Bluetooth,
then you can connect it to the Wi-Fi.
Then you tell it what that Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's about as old school a setup as you can. My first message to Grok was, I am so frustrated right now, but I'm not mad at you. Nice. And then I proceeded to explain why trying to connect my brand new Whirlpool dryer to the Whirlpool app was driving me nuts. And I said, I had said a minute ago, 15 seconds. I said, for Ring, to set up a Ring camera, I told Grok, I said, they need to do it like Ring does it. And when Grok came back, he says, I'm so sorry. I understand. You know, you gotta love how he's just
Oh,
empathetic.
he's empathetic.
Yes,
Oh.
he's so perfectly empathetic. But he said, yeah, I get it. Ring cameras can be set up in about 30 seconds and it works every single time and it's just great. And I'm gonna, yeah. Well, and it even talks to you and automatically installs the
talks to you.
software.
That's right.
Your software update is, I forget, it's done now. Hi, I'm done. You can come back and do things. And
Right. The dryer did not give you a choice about software updates. As soon as it said connected, the next thing it did is install
well,
the
I
software.
think the Ring camera did that too, but on the other hand, at least
Yeah.
it told you when it was done and it let you know what it was doing. And the Whirlpool thing, if you missed that on the screen right then, I'm just saying having the microphone and the speaker thing in the Ring camera, this little tiny device, it does this whole install thing so much better. And Don in his work clothes ran down on the bridge where I wanted the camera and screwed it and installed it. I'm on deer patrol.
That's right.
Plus, it's pretty down there.
Maybe you can push the button to scare the deer away.
Well, I've tried turning on the alarm and they don't run. And I've tried, as you know, we've both tried screaming at them through the microphone and that doesn't help either. But
we get a dog bark.
Well, the last time we got the deer to look when we meowed at it.
Oh.
Remember? We meowed at it. Don was like, I didn't know you were going to put that video in the video.
Right.
But it was really cute. Don wasn't mad about it. It's just like, I didn't know you guys like, well, you know, say something even funnier next time. I don't know.
You just do everything in life.
Well, I'm the one that meowed and you're the one that barked.
Yes, I barked.
It was pretty funny.
It was.
So I think we're past. Don just needs me to go register it now and we'll be all good.
Yeah,
Does it not know, since I'm signed into the app, that am I not registered? Is that not enough blood?
Don't know.
Did it not? Yes,
Yeah.
give me the piece of paper. God bless America.
There goes a piece of paper. Sweetie.
And go bring me a apple cider.
Yes.
The hard variety.
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
I'm
Okay, Tesla China has a Tesla shop tested with airbags and everything. Sunshade for the Model Y, but it's manual movement and no LED lights. But it is an easier install. It has 4 little screw holes that deploy these things that go into the spots, I guess.
See, this is it. Watch this right here.
Yeah, see that right there?
That's that's avoids
Those
having to do that
sploods
screw.
are needed.
Yeah.
But it's manual and there aren't any lights.
There's no
and there's
LED.
no Amy.
There's no Amy. Yeah, that's right.